Willkommen zu einer neuen Folge Vampyr oder Vampire oder Vampyr oder ja, wie man auch es auch nennt. Wir sind im Museum. Nee, im Museum nicht. Kommt, sagt schon. Im Theater von Doris Fletcher. Denn dort soll Edgar Swansea sein. Oh, hier können wir noch ein bisschen Loot mitnehmen. Oh, nur ein bisschen. Ja, das war mir eben mehr Glück als verstanden. Na, kein Viertelschlag. Kann man alle sagen. Dich verschwende ich meine Ulti nicht. Wer weiß, was nämlich hier noch alles gleich auftanzt. McCollum der Dritte oder so was. Sag ich doch, McCollums Bericht. Wenn ihr es lesen wollt, haltet es an.
Doris Fletcher was about to become a disaster. I'm getting close to having all the evidence.
Okay, also Harriet Jones ist eigentlich hier Patient Zero. So, da. Okay, da ist nochmal so ein Knoblauchtyp. Die Frage, wo kommen wir durch? Was zur Hölle ist ein Desaster? Okay, jeder kennt das Wort Desaster, aber ich denke mal, hier ist was anderes mit gemeint. Dann ist die Frage, wollen wir es rausfinden?
This is no place for you, sir. Stop! Want some of this?
Genau, spring mal mit deinem Ding, was sich selber verletzt hier. So. Gucken wir hier nochmal rein. Angeheftete Notiz. Rodney hat den
I
Schlüssel.
should find the key to that box.
Im obersten Stockwerk, hat er gesagt. Warte mal. Ist das eine Untersuchungsmission? Okay, hier sind ganz schön viele neue Ereignisse. Zu welchem Gebiet gehört denn das hier? Im obersten Stockwerk. Das kann ja nur der da sein. Oder der da? Können wir die Notiz nochmal lesen? Bei mir im obersten Stockwerk. So. Dann laufen wir nochmal ganz nach oben und suchen diesen Rodney.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Da geht's ja nur wieder raus. Ein Tagebuch von Doris Fletcher. Hier geht's auch nur wieder auf die Bühne. Irgendwie müssen wir doch ganz nach oben kommen.
Watch out! Stupid beast! I'll kill it!
Ach mal, so läuft das hier.
I have it. I can now open the box.
Guck mal, haben wir ihn doch gleich gefunden mit einem Schlag. Dann bin ich jetzt mal gespannt, was sie da so verstecken.
Don't forget to check every door.
I really don't know if I should read this.
Persönliche Notiz. Wenn ihr es lesen wollt, haltet wieder das Video an. Wie ihr seht, es ist verdammt viel.
I can't believe it.
Also werden ja immer mehr.
Blood of a pure heart, garlic, blood of a king. I don't understand. Perhaps this is what McCullum drank. I had better keep that in mind.
Ja, und wir gucken mal weiter.
Edgar. Edgar, can you hear me?
Jonathan, is it really you?
Easy. Easy. Save your strength. I'm getting you out of here.
try to spare me. As a physician, I know all too well when it's too late. Punctured lung, broken ribs, and internal bleeding. An accurate diagnosis, wouldn't you say?
Edgar, what happened?
They wanted me to confess. Beat me black and blue.
Geoffrey McCullum ambushed me at the Pembroke Hospital. He was convinced you and I were responsible for the Skal epidemic.
I never imagined that self-righteous fanatic would dare to attack us in the open. What became of him?
To prove him wrong, I let him go.
Really? Are you sure that was the wisest course of action?
Time will tell. The most intriguing part of his accusation was that you and I were the pawns of some ancient vampire.
William Marshall. Yes, they tortured me to make me confess the same nonsense.
I think you're hiding something, Edgar.
What do you mean?
William Marshall, for example. You speak of him as if you know him. How is that?
Jonathan, I cannot say I'm ready for another round of questions.
While investigating the epidemic, I read some of McCullum's findings. I think you have some explaining to do.
I have nothing to hide, Jonathan. Nothing at all.
Do you know Doris Fletcher's real name?
No, I'm afraid not.
Her real name was Doris Jones. She was the daughter of Harriet Jones.
What do you want me to say, Jonathan?
Do you remember when we suspected Sean Hampton of killing Harriet Jones?
Yes. The terrible episode that came as a shock to us all.
Harriet Jones faked her own death. When I found her in the sewers, she confessed she wanted everybody to pay for what happened to her.
That woman was extremely bitter, full of hatred and festering anger.
Doris Fletcher visited her mother at the Pembroke Hospital. That's how she first got infected.
I know nothing about that. Miss Fletcher once came to visit the sick. That is all I know.
No, Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter. They exhibited the same symptoms: blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story have to do with us?
Do you know where we are? Doris Fletcher's theater. This is where that hateful creature plotted to spread the epidemic across London.
I only briefly met Miss Fletcher once when she visited the Pembroke Hospital. You say it was to see her mother. She seemed like such a sweet and graceful woman.
My point exactly. The disease turned her into a bitter soul, driven by vengeance just like her mother. A symptom of all the infected patients.
Certain diseases are known to produce similar effects. Rabies, for example. And rabies is not the devil at work.
Come on, Edgar. Don't you see the pattern here? The epidemic, the link between Doris and Harriet, the suspicion of McCullum?
How could I? I never saw Harriet Jones again after she fled the hospital.
Doris and Harriet shared more than a hidden family bond. They were the embodiment of the epidemic and are linked to the Pembroke Hospital. Come on, Edgar, this is no coincidence.
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet. There was no evil plan, no diabolical plot.
You did what?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose blood did you use? William Marshall's? Mine?
Lady Ashbury's. While transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my research.
You used her blood on Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed 2 of your patients at the same time.
How dare you judge me? Must I name the alarming list of your victims?
We are both deceivers. But at least I know I'm a monster.
You have worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital. Jonathan, you know I'm not an evil soul. Just another victim of this tragedy.
Komm, wir retten ihn mal.
No, Edgar, you are not going to die. Unless you want to.
What do you mean?
I can save you, Edgar. I can turn your broken body into one like mine.
You truly would? After all I've done, after all that's been said, you would offer me this gift?
I have no way of knowing which punishment would be worse, Edgar. But it is not for me to decide. So?
Oh, please, Jonathan, please. I beg you. This is what I've always wanted. This is what I've always searched for.
Very well, then. Prepare to die and be reborn. To face an eternity of guilt.
I'm ready. Oh, indeed, I am ready.
Enough!
Ja, schon so ein bisschen. Ja, wir hätten ihn noch ein bisschen mehr ausquetschen können, aber hey. Bereite dich darauf vor, das Desaster zu bekämpfen. Weiter Liebesbrief. Oh. Ihr wisst, glaube ich, was das jetzt bedeutet, was wir jetzt zu tun haben. Ach, hier kommen wir raus. Gut, wir brechen jetzt erstmal zum Pembroke Hospital auf. Und holen uns erstmal wieder ein bisschen EP. Ach, wir kommen hier vorne gar nicht raus, soweit ich weiß, deswegen... Oder doch? Kommen wir vorne raus? Wir versuchen mal unser Glück, ob wir vorne rauskommen. Tatsache, wir kommen vorne raus. Dann, wenn euch die Folge bisher gefallen hat, lasst einen Daumen da oder ein Abo. Und dann werden wir in der nächsten Folge das Pembroke Hospital erstmal ein bisschen verköstigen. Bis denn.